What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to go over my predictions for WWE Extreme Rules 2017. It's coming up this Sunday and I didn't even know that. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, let's get straight on the card with the first match: Rich Swann and Sasha Banks versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. And I'm going to give this win to Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. But there's one thing I want to point out. I was assuming that Cedric Alexander was going to return because that's what all the reports said, and it made only logical sense because Noam Dar and Alicia Fox was enough for like a love triangle, should I say, with Cedric Alexander. But apparently he's not returning and we have Rich Swann. I'm still fine with that. And honestly, I really could care less about this feud. Like, they're putting Sasha Banks on 205 Live, hoping she's gonna draw for 205 Live crowds. I don't know if it works because I didn't watch it last night, so I'm hoping, or I'm assuming, not hoping, that's not a good thing to wish on for a show. I'm assuming that a lot of people didn't stay either and she didn't really affect it. If you put someone like John Cena, then people are gonna stay, you know? That's just how it works. But Sasha Banks and Rich Swann are going to get this win, and I don't think it's going to be the end of the feud, though. I think Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks are going to continue on. Anyways, let's move on to the next match, and that's Neville versus Austin Aries in a submission match for the Cruiserweight Championship. And this should be an interesting match because, first of all, submission matches are one of my favorites because, I don't know, I just like the anticipation of if someone is going to tap rather than a pin. It's just something I like. I don't know why. And obviously Neville's finisher is a submission now, and you have Austin Aries' finisher, which is a submission. So it works perfectly well for these two. I think this match should be outstanding. Also, they're going to be given like 20 minutes, unlike their other matches like at WrestleMania or Payback. So therefore, this match is going to be pretty damn good. But I honestly think Austin Aries might be winning the match because didn't Neville lose his winning streak ever since joining the division? So maybe Austin Aries finally wins. I don't know, but that's what I'm predicting. I just have a feeling. Like, Neville has been champion for such a long time. Honestly, no, I don't want Neville to lose the title because Neville's just a beast with that title. You know what? Neville's retaining. I just changed my prediction midway through the video. That's some savagery going on. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match, and that's going to be the Hardys versus Cesaro and Sheamus in a Tag Team Steel Cage match. And holy balls, I'm excited for this. We already know what Jeff Hardy is going to do off the top of the cage. I can't wait till he does like the, what was it called? Whisper in the Wind. You see, I forgot what the move was called because I haven't seen Jeff Hardy in so long, since like 5, 7, 8 years ago or whenever he left. But this match is going to be insane, and I do think Jeff Hardy is going to cost the Hardy Boys the title because he's going to want to do something insane. Matt Hardy's going to be on the ground. I'm pretty sure this happened in like 2002. Matt Hardy was like, Jeff, come over here. And Jeff's like, nah, fam, I'm a savage. And he did a move, and then he lost. That's what I do see happening. And Cesaro and Sheamus as heels, they're just savages. Also, Cesaro and Sheamus have been getting like destroyed every week, so it only makes sense if the Hardys finally lose. I don't know, that's just what I see. Cesaro and Sheamus most likely, in my opinion, winning. Next up, we have Alexa Bliss versus Bayley in a kendo stick on a pole match for the Raw Women's Championship. Whoa! We're supposed to get excited for kendo stick on a pole match. Like, that's one of the worst stipulations ever. Why couldn't it just be like an Extreme Rules match? Or how about not even Extreme Rules match? Why couldn't it be like a Falls Count Anywhere? Something else. This is such a stupid stipulation. It makes no sense to me. Why is it even focused on a kendo stick in the first place? And honestly, after the last segment, the last cringy segment these two had, I completely lost all my hype for this match, or this feud should I say, because I don't really care anymore. The This Is Your Life segment was one of the worst things I've ever seen. You gave Alexa Bliss one of the worst segments and she couldn't even save it. She tried her hardest, but it's just one of the worst things ever. It was trying to be like The Rock and Mankind, but it was like a million times worse than that. But I do see Alexa Bliss retaining, and Bayley, I don't know where she goes after this, to be honest. Does she keep feuding with Alexa Bliss? But why would she? She already lost 2 matches. She said this is a rematch clause. Like, I don't know what to do. After that, we have Dean Ambrose versus The Miz in a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. But there is a stipulation. If Ambrose is disqualified, he will lose the title. Honestly, I see The Miz versus Dean Ambrose going for like 15 minutes, and then Maurice is going to come to the ring and just attack The Miz. And The Miz is going to win his title. He's going to get so much heat. Although I would do that in the beginning of the match, they obviously don't want to have like a 2-minute match. So I do see it in like 15 minutes after the match is happening. And that's going to be one of the most savage things ever. The Miz is going to be booed. Everyone's going to say, The Miz is such a baby, wah. But that's genius. Use your stipulations to your advantage. It only makes logical sense. If this doesn't happen, it makes no sense to me, to be honest. No sense whatsoever. So The Miz is winning in my opinion, and that's how he's going to do it, like a savage. And finally, we have the main event. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt versus Samoa Joe in a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match to determine the #1 contender for the Universal Championship at the Great Balls of Fire. And let's go through every competitor and see how much of a chance they have. Roman Reigns, I don't see him winning at all. Clearly, they want him to verse Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, so they're gonna hold that off until then. Obviously, that Roman Reigns is out of the picture. I don't know why people are like, if Roman Reigns wins, blah blah blah. He's not winning. It's a fact. I just made it a fact for you guys. Then we have Seth Rollins, and he does have a really high chance with Finn Balor. Both of them, I do see facing Brock Lesnar at the Great Balls of Fire. Because obviously, Brock Lesnar is going to just defeat whoever he's facing at that pay-per-view, because at SummerSlam he's going to face Braun Strowman. So it has to be a face. It's not going to be Bray Wyatt because he's a heel, and Bray Wyatt has no momentum. And Samoa Joe, they just don't care about him on Raw. He just destroys people and calls himself the Destroyer. He doesn't really do anything. But between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, I do see Finn Balor winning this because of that whole like Paul Heyman segment. But if you guys watched my fantasy booking, that's what I would do. But that's not what I see happening. This is my predictions. This is realistic. This is 100% facts. So I say Finn Balor's going to win, and then he's just going to lose to Brock Lesnar. And that's the end of the story for Finn Balor and his rematch clause, which kind of sucks because everybody was excited to see his run as champion. One thing I am curious about is if Finn Balor is going to bring out the demon gimmick during this match. Besides that, that's all I have to say about this pay-per-view. It's a short card, and it's a short, prediction video. Usually, oh no, this is pretty long. But anyways, those are my predictions. Let me know what your guys' predictions are in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Pllana, and I'll see you all later.